Hi traders, this is the Euro on the 60 minutes. So we had a nice day yesterday. The upside, unfortunately, we had another move to the upside and ended up with a triple top on the ECB news. I did buy this weekly pivot. I got stopped just under that low. So tiny amount of risk. I'm risking that much capital for that much reward. So if it gets stopped out, I do not mind. Obviously, I'd rather not, but if it happens, it happens. Okay, so the Dow was pretty choppy ahead of non-farm payroll tomorrow. So we had a nice move up into the open, and then once we broke down, we just couldn't get back above that. So it's drifted lower. If we get a touch of this weekly pivot tomorrow, I think that's a buy. So if on the non-farm payroll, if that ends up sometime during Friday down, I think that might bounce and give us scope to get up to that level there. Okay, so watch out for that. That is 14,900 dailies. So we bumped into this trend line, we bumped into this massive area of fib resistance up here, ended up with something of a reversal bar. So if we break that low and can't hold it, we can't hold 14,900, then we are sliding back down to 14,500. What do I think is going to happen? I actually think we might dip lower here. I think we'll get bought and then we'll come up. But the jury's out. That's not a clear setup. And we are basically in the box. And the box being this area here. Spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spent almost a week and a half in this box. So down. The fact we're nudging up against this trend line and we've got a reversal bar makes me think that we are prone to a drop here. If you come up against a trend line and you just can't get through it and keep nudging up against it, I think there's only one way to go, and that is south. So best way to do it is to stay out of this tomorrow, see what happens, because whichever way we close either side of that line is going to be the direction for next week. Pound US has had a good week, but we slammed into that resistance and now we are just sideways. Again, if that low drops, I think the pound could be in trouble here and could end up coming down here. The biggest issue that's hanging on the markets at the moment is not Syria, it's tapering. Any sniff of a good non-farm payroll tomorrow could trigger a shrinking of the quantitative easing, which could see this pound US dollar tumble. That is a very, very critical level. Break that, and that we're coming all the way down, potentially down to there. Close above, we'll buy a pullback, and then we'll see if we can move up. Okay, so this area here with the pound is very, very critical and could give us a lead for next week. What do I think is going to happen? I think there is a grave danger that this could be it for the pound. It's not been a brilliant couple of weeks. It's almost been a scalper's market. Well, it has been a scalper's market. So I think that is a little box, and this could be us about to come out of that. I think it's a good idea to just stand aside tomorrow, let non-farm payroll chop around, see what it wants to do, and then consider entering the market. Yen pairs, This is Euro Yen on the daily. Again, look, we're under that pivot, potential reversal bar, topping tail up there, massive resistance. So that looks very vulnerable, as well as this is closing above. Pound yen closing above this area here, but again we've topped at a lot of resistance. Okay, oil. Oil is holding this 107 very, very well. So this looks as if that could break up. I would look to see if that can hold, break up. If it does, I'll buy a pullback next week and then see if that can get to 110, 115. Okay, quick look at a couple of stocks. This SSE is sideways but close above that 50%. That's going places. Rolls Royce is having a good week. Really nice move off of this support. That is a buy. I would buy that at 11:30 if you see that tomorrow. Premier Foods is still climbing. Really nice one. Vodafone is 210, so that's holding up. General. That's a buy signal on General. That's a huge area there, but closed above. So we'll start breaking that, and that can at least get back to that high. Domino Pizza doing well. Topping tail at resistance, so be careful. Barclays, yeah, my Barclays is doing well. Again, very nice move down here, offered 280. If you're not in it, and we see 290, 295, I would suggest you might want to buy that. US. Spectra is looking weak. Potash, talked about potash, I think that's getting ready to blow. If you're not in that, you might want to buy that above, well, try and buy a pullback to 3,000. Lin. So look, that's really perking up. I think that's worth a shot with a tight stop on the 23.90. Okay, so the stocks are actually holding up pretty well. Let's have a look at Apple. Done a nice little run after this 400 down here. I would wait for a pullback. Wait and see if that drops to 465. Okay, I'm just going to sit on my hands tomorrow, so let's see how we go. All right. Any questions, let me know. Thanks, bye.